Good morning, my fellow traveling condiments. Today, me and Dad are going on a donut crawl. We're gonna go to all the good donut places in Panama City Beach and further towards the West End. Whoop whoop. So our first stop is going to be Parlor Donuts.
All right, first stop.
Okay, which one was it again? Okay, one maple.
We got a maple bacon and a French toast. I'll go with the medium roast.
And they do have this camper that they do take to events and certain things, and they will have donuts at some of the cars and coffees that we go to. Okay, so the inside of this was really cool. Parlor Donuts is really neat. It's set up kind of like Old Navy-ish. Not like Old Navy, but like Navy that is old, if you understand what I mean. But it was very cool. Dad, what was your thoughts of the inside?
Well, I liked it. They had a very low music playing, which kind of helped break it up because there were quite a few people in there talking, customers, and plenty of staff to support the needs of the customers. Lots of donuts to choose from. We picked just a small sampling of what they had to offer, and also picked up a coffee. This is a Costa Rican coffee, and haven't tried it yet because
medium roast.
It's extremely hot. I think they got it off the sun when they brewed it. So I've got to let it sit there for just a second before I take a drink. But off to a good start this morning. We've got a few more places to go, so stick around.
So right here is where Miracle Strip used to be.
Miracle Strip Amusement Park.
Yep. It's all gone.
And Shipwreck Island is right across from it.
Yep, and this used to be an Alvin's Island. It's gone now.
What about the Goofy Golf?
Oh yeah, there's also this Goofy Golf. I think I've only ever been over here once or twice. It was pretty neat, pretty interesting. Okay, so now we're at Amore Donuts, right next to the Funland Arcade. So Dad, what'd you think of the inside of Amore Donuts?
That place was really clean. They had seating for several people if you wanted to eat in there. They had, looked like they had ice cream.
Yeah, they did.
Donuts.
They had coffee too, I think.
They actually had some really interesting donuts.
Yeah.
Cereal coated, kind of like what you would see at Voodoo Donuts down in Orlando.
They had like Fruit Loops, Oreos, Fruity Pebbles, Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
It all looked fantastic.
They had a large selection of filled donuts.
Yes.
Different kinds of jellies or fruit filling, custard, chocolate. They are more of the standard style donut, whereas Parlor Donuts are more of a
croissant,
like a flaky type biscuit, where more is more of a
Amore is more.
Yeah, it's more of a donut style.
Yeah.
It's
more of like
that I'm used to as growing up in the South. I don't want to say cakey, but
it's almost. It's,
kind of cakey, I guess.
Yeah, and the best way to describe it would just be donutty, but I thought it was cool in there. We ended up getting the blueberry filled, and we got a Fruity Pebbles. So, yep, we're looking forward to trying those when we get back home. Ooh, hand-dipped crepes. Now we're at the Thomas Donuts. We're gonna go get some donuts from here. the Cafe Aroma with coffee, donuts, and ice cream. Okay, so the cafe was pretty neat. It was okay. The people that worked there were really nice.
Yeah, they make these donuts not on site. They have a bakery
Yeah.
that they own to make these donuts. But they also had pizza. They had a lot of lunch offerings.
They had a whole bunch of stuff.
So this particular area out on 30A, it's a beautiful area. It's great to come for a relaxing vacation. It's kind of out of the tourist trap loop, but there's not as many food offerings as we're used to over in Panama City Beach area, where it's every corner. There's whatever you want, whenever you want. So it's actually nice to see these folks that come out to this area. Now they have somewhere like that, they can go and grab something other than a donut if they wanted it.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Okay guys, we're at the donut hole. This one is a staple on the beach in my opinion. Most people will tell you one place or another. This one for me is it. This one has the closest donut offerings that I have found to mimic the little donut shop where I grew up in Middle Tennessee. It was called Tastio Donut and Cafe. So growing up, every Saturday, my dad, my brother, mom, all of us, we went to Tastio and got donuts or a breakfast biscuit or something of that nature. This place, it's it. It's got the nostalgia factor for me.
Okay guys, the obtaining is over. Now comes the crawling of the taste. So first we're gonna start off with Parlor donuts.
I'm excited.
And Dad, go ahead and grab the bacon one first.
All right, bacon.
Mm,
Bacon.
grab.
Hey, you drop some bacon.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers. Mmm. That's the best Parlor donut I've had. Ooh.
It's only the second that I've ever had, but
Yeah.
my senses are dulled from COVID over a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
But I do detect maple and bacon in that.
Yeah.
That's quality.
Cleanse the palate a little bit.
Definitely. Water. I've already had 2 cups of coffee, so.
Okay.
Normally I would want to chug coffee with donuts.
Now
So
we're
now,
going for the French toast.
French toast. You're not a fan of French toast.
Not usually, because it's usually eggy, but this looks like it'll probably be.
This definitely does not look eggy.
Wow, that's really good. I think the maple one is still my favorite.
Okay, see there? I get a light sweetness, a very flaky, tender donut, but I do not get the flavor sensation that I got from the maple. The maple bacon, I mean, that has started this trek, this journey through donut, if you will, on a very high note. And I'm kind of worried now that these other
might not stand up to
yeah,
it.
these other placings may not have a place at the table, so to speak.
The French toast one was pretty good. I'm gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10. The maple one, so far, the maple one's a 10 out of 10. Dad.
Ooh, yeah, I will. I will definitely give it a 2 thumbs up on the maple bacon. The other one, the French toast. I mean, it's a donut for me. Like I said, my senses are a little dull.
It was pretty good. It tasted almost like Disney French toast.
Wow.
But it was pretty good. But yeah, on to the next one. Okay guys, so now we're at Amore Donuts.
Amore.
Amore or Amore, however you want to say it. Mom keeps saying Amore.
But they didn't have the little thing off
Nope.
the E, so that's
it's just
why I was
Amore.
kind of confused.
But we got a Fruity Pebbles.
Oh, I'm excited for this one because you know what? As a child, Fruity Pebbles, Tricks, Fruit Loops,
Yes.
Captain
absolutely.
Crunch, these were just
Top
phenomenal cereal. I went back as an
really wish they
adult.
would've had a Captain Crunch one.
The cereal's not as good as I remember it being as an adult, but I'm very excited for this donut.
Smell factor smells good. Thank
Here
you.
we go.
That one's kind of weird.
Yeah. So, the cereal, most of it has a crunch to it. Some of it is a little soggy.
Soggy, stale.
Yeah, soggy because there's a lot of
Moisture.
for the donut because it is a moist
And we're also in
donut.
Florida, so.
Also, there is a coating
Yeah.
that is on the donut to begin with.
It's like a glaze almost.
But then there's also another coating, which you can kind of
It's like an icing almost.
yeah, like an icing type thing. And so the pieces of cereal that are deep embedded into that icing, they get a little soft.
Yeah.
I experienced the same thing at Voodoo Donuts.
Yeah, for sure.
Down at Universal. The Captain Crunch that they had down there was kind of the same way. Most of the outer perimeter of the cereal had a nice crispiness to it.
Yeah.
Some of the internal stuff was a little bit soft. So
Okay. Let's move on
this
to the
one,
next
this one has me,
Interesting.
yeah, big time. So this one is blueberry.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of blueberry.
That is a lot of blueberry. Oh.
Okay.
I like that one a lot more.
Yeah. So out of these two pairings, definitely the blueberry.
for sure.
I'm going to give it a solid 8.5 for me.
I think I'm going to give it almost a 9.
Uh,
Because blueberry is one of my favorite fillings. So kind of just started off, I'm probably going to like this one more than the majority. But it's nice and soft and doughy. It's pretty warm.
A lot of little air pockets.
And it's a lot of jelly on the inside. Usually whenever
Definitely.
you get a jelly-filled donut, they don't put a lot.
Yeah, they give you like one little half a pump, and you
this
bite
one-
into it, and you get more bready donut than you do anything.
This
But
one seems to be
one's-
more
I
filling
mean,
than donut.
I took a good sized bite out of that, and you can see there is still quite a bit of filling inside of this donut. It had a nice powdery sugar glaze on the outside. Not overpoweringly sweet. That is the one thing with the Fruity Pebbles.
Yeah,
It was
very sweet.
I could get a lot of sugar. So,
So,
if you're sensitive to sugar, you're not probably going to want to do this donut trail.
yeah. This one's definitely a 9 for me, and the Fruity Pebbles one was, maybe 7.5.
I would
maybe
go
an
6 on the Fruity Pebble.
8. Okay. Well, now we're gonna move on to the next one. Okay, guys. So now we're at Thomas Donuts. This one looks like it's gonna be pretty interesting. We got a apple fritter.
Thomas has been around for a long time, so
This one smells pretty good.
good bite.
I'm not getting a lot of apple. I'm getting a lot of cinnamon. I mean, I can see little bits of apple.
Yeah, I mean
It's
you
just-
can
it's
rip
not
it
the
open and
most
there's
flavorful.
there's definitely fruit filling on the inside of this.
Yeah,
Um,
it's not very soft. It's kind of tougher, almost like the Parlor donuts. It's more of a croissant, of course. It's that, but
definitely when we picked these up, these were still warm.
yeah.
It was actually very difficult driving down the road knowing that we had hot donuts in the back
Yeah.
seat. It was real difficult not to go ahead and grab these things and start munching on them.
Yeah.
But we refrained, and if you come down here for vacation, you grab these donuts
Yeah.
on a Monday, on a Saturday, whenever. the next day or even that afternoon, you might want to poke them in the microwave, warm them up just
for sure.
5 to 8 seconds.
Okay. Well, let's go on.
This next one has really got...
It's a coconut cream. They called it a snowball?
Snowball.
Yep. Dink.
Okay. For me, I like that one better than I like the apple.
For sure. Very sweet, though.
It's almost like a buttercream on the inside, so it is extremely sweet. It's almost like they took buttercream and mixed the coconut on top as well. I do get a nice, healthy coconut flavoring out of this one.
You do?
I do.
Really?
I do, yeah. I'm shocked.
On my side, the coconut was very limited. It was almost none. I maybe just tasted buttercream.
Maybe you should try a bite of my side.
I think I'm good. It was mainly just buttercream is what it tasted like. I've got very little coconut.
Oh, wow. So for me, I'm going to give that one... Parlor really set the standard here, and I was not expecting that.
We should have tried that one last.
But I'm going to give the apple probably a 5. It's hard for me to say that out loud, but I'm going to give that one a 5. The coconut, the snowball, I'm going to give...
Let's see your answer here.
I'm going to give it a 7.
So for the apple one, I'm going to give it a 7. And for the coconut one, I think I'm going to give it a 4.
Oh, wow.
Because it was mainly just buttercream. Like, it was good, and I'm sure that it would probably be, better if it was, like fresh, warm, like, but it's just it's how the cookie crumbles.
It is what it is.
Crumbles.
How the donut falls.
Okay, we're going to move on to the next one. Okay, guys, this is going to be a Charlie's donut from... Mom, what was that cafe called?
Cafe Aroma.
Cafe Aroma.
Cafe Aroma.
And this is going to be an eclair without the chocolate.
So, you can see creamy filling here.
Yep.
Creamy filling here. I was not expecting this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Empty in the middle.
Empty in the very middle, but take the half.
Each end does have cream. So, and it's a decent amount of cream. It is a pretty big donut. I can understand how they wouldn't reach all the way to the end, but that's already going to dock some points for me, giving me the false illusion that the whole thing was going to be full.
When we cut it in half, I was like, wait, what is this?
Yeah.
I was a little bit sad. But if you look,
ooh,
it goes, this is where it came in, and it goes probably, I'm going to say 3/4 of an inch of the middle of this donut is just going to be bready donut. So, and when I bite this, I am going on the most creamy side.
I'm going to go on the bread side. Okay.
It's pudding in a donut.
Basically, yeah.
It's pudding in a donut.
Vanilla pudding in a donut. But
it's a good donut. Don't get me wrong. This one.
Yeah, this one is it's pretty good compared to
the flavor of the donut itself is good.
It's a good overall donut, and the cream is just Bavarian cream or whatever kind of cream it is. It's
they could really spice this up, and they could make a banana cream version.
I think they had a banana cream donut at Thomas Donuts, I think.
They did, and I would imagine that it was similar.
But, probably, yeah.
Yeah, if they threw some slices of banana in this thing, it would be over the top.
That would probably be fantastic. Almost like a banana bread donut with banana bread.
Yeah, that would be, yeah.
Yeah.
This one, I guess, what are you giving it?
I'm going to give it about a 7.5. Almost.
Wow, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Actually, I'm going to say a 7.9. It's almost an 8. It would have been an 8 if it would have went all the way through with cream.
If it went all the way through, it would have been amazing.
If it would have been all the way through, it would have been an extremely good donut. But I'm going to say 7.9.
All right, I'm going 7.5 on this one.
All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, so this one is going to be donut hole. And we got the apple pie crumble with apple pie filling in the middle. And then we got a Bavarian cream. That is how you feel.
That's how you feel a donut. Now,
yeah. For sure.
I think we've started on high notes here
Yeah.
with where we started at Parlor.
I do
and I
too.
think we're ending on high notes
Yeah.
at Donut Hole.
I
Donut
really
Hole,
do.
as I told you, I get the nostalgia factor whenever I go there.
Yeah.
Just from donut shops when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And this place has never failed to impress.
Yeah.
So
let's try the apple one first.
apple first.
I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're coming to the beach, there's two places you're gonna have to go: Donut Hole
Yeah.
and Parlor Donuts for donuts.
Yeah.
The other places are great. Don't get me wrong; they're great. It's
They're
just, oh my goodness, that apple crumble with apple filling.
Yeah. There's also a matter of like where you stay. Like, if you stay closer to one than the other, then it's
Yeah.
just kind of how far you want to travel for what kind of donut you want. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to travel like I want like 15 minutes from like the main beach area, like Front Beach Road. If you want to travel like 15 minutes to Donut Hole, then
Do it.
that's a factor. If you want to, then Donut Hole or Parlor Donuts.
Yeah.
Parlor
Now,
Donuts is
definitely
really close to Front Beach though.
Something to keep in mind is the earlier the better. So if you're one of these
Absolutely.
folks who like
For
to sleep
donuts,
in on
early
your
the better.
vacation till 11 o'clock, you're not going to get these donuts. You're going to get
You're gonna
the
get
standard glazed donut or a cake donut.
Yeah.
To get these
And it's not
specialized
gonna be
donuts,
warm.
you have to be there early.
Yeah.
There were a lot of other options that we could have got
Yeah.
at,
At
these,
all of
at these
these.
different stores.
Yeah.
And we just picked
Actually-
out a sampling.
Yeah, at Donut Hole they had a bear claw or an apple fritter.
Apple
or whatever.
critter.
Yeah, apple critter. They had one, and it was
As big as your head.
humongous.
This
and
thing had probably a whole container of apple
apples.
filling
Yeah.
stuffed
For
in
sure.
it, running out the top. I mean, they had a cinnamon roll that was as big as a plate.
Yeah,
And we opted not to get those for obvious reasons.
yeah. We wanted to try to stay small and specialty as possible, just so we could like show off the like specialty donuts at each one. But
All right, we're rambling. I
yeah,
really
we're
want
rambling.
this.
I wanna
This
try
this
this
thing
one
is
bad.
sitting here mocking me.
yeah,
It is so.
like a pillow.
Oh, it's like a sponge with. Oh yeah, this is the whole thing. Okay, knocked it
Yeah.
out of the park.
Um,
For me, knocked it out of the park.
I'm not gonna say knocked it out, but it is really good. Yeah.
Wow.
As the final donut, that one's pretty good. Let's give Donut Hole's rating, and then we'll say which one was our favorite out of all of them. The apple crumble, that one's gonna be about an 8. This custard one, probably also an 8.
I'm giving these a 9, a solid 9 for the apple.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, I'm a solid 9 for the custard, a solid 10 for the apple. So this one tied with the Parlor donut offering of the maple bacon.
Yeah.
As far as favorite out of this 5,
I'm gonna have to say the maple bacon from
the
Parlor.
maple bacon, 100%.
It was so
It
good.
is a have-to situation for me.
Yeah. It was just so good. Their bacon was nice, good, and
Now,
crispy.
they actually had one.
It was like real
that
bacon too.
If you're not, like my wife, she doesn't eat bacon.
Yeah.
She's not a meat eater, vegetarian. But they have an offering of the same donut without the bacon.
Yep.
Just maple.
They have a maple donut and the maple bacon donut. And they have a whole, like, all of these places just have so many options for donuts that it was so hard to just pick two. But Dad's going to go in for the second bite on that one. I'm probably going to go in on the second half of that maple bacon one here in a minute. But, yeah, I'm thinking right now that my favorite donut spot on the beach was Parlor Donuts. At least on this version of the crawl.
Mm-hmm. Now,
At some point, we're going to have to do an updated version of the crawl,
Yeah.
of course, like next year's.
because there's one in town across the bridge, Panama
We do
City.
have one out there.
We did not go to this one because this was a beach crawl only.
Yeah.
But there is one in town, and I have had their donuts a few times.
It's the elusive name of the Dandy Donuts.
Yeah, yeah.
They
And
have enormous donuts, and they're
Yeah.
always good. They also have a chicken sandwich. They have a spicy chicken sandwich that I've heard is good.
phenomenal.
And I've never had it, but I'm excited to go there too.
I was introduced to Dandy from a friend of mine named Ed Alexander, and we were working on his sailboat, and he said, "Hey, let's go get donuts." So we went to Dandy to get donuts. Oh my goodness, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that one, like I said, most people that come to this area, they come to the beach. They want to spend their time on the beach.
Yeah.
If they wanted donuts, I mean, we have given you several opportunities
To see
of
which one they want.
offerings here.
And you've been able to see like all of them.
So for me, the second place donut is definitely this apple crumb from Donut Hole.
For me, the second place is going to be the Bavarian custard from Donut Hole.
Oh, okay. So both of us are in agreement there. Gosh, the other ones they kind of all tie for the middle section.
For the middle section, they all do really tie, but the one that didn't have the cream in the middle, there was just something about it that even though it wasn't full, it was still really good.
Oh, it was a great donut.
I think that one will be my third place.
Really?
Yep.
Gosh, I don't know. I almost wish we'd have got something. I know you're not a chocolate fan, but I almost wish we'd have got something with a little bit of chocolate.
Yeah.
Because I do like a donut that has chocolate.
Yeah.
And the place that had the Charlie's Donuts, they had a donut that looked like it was Halloween themed.
Yeah, they did.
So you saw that one with the sprinkles and stuff. And I almost wish we had gotten one of those as well.
Yeah,
But-
giving it a second chance to try to compete, but
But we didn't.
Parlor Donuts really took it from me.
Home run.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna be the end of this video, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching. And just remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Just whoop whoop.